Hi guys, welcome to Curvy Heart. My name is Kimber Bryan. This is my page, Curvy Heart Face Paintings. I want to welcome you, and I still got paint on my nose. So let's get started. Today is kind of a simpler one, but it might take time. You can go as detailed as you want, or not that detailed at all. I'm going to do a little bit of a background, but you do not have to do that if you do not want to. So just putting it out there for you to know. We're going to be using our Shark split. This is actually called Bluebird split cake, but I call it my Shark one because it's the one I only use for my Shark most of the time. We're going to be using a series of blue shades, and green. And then we're going to be using purple. So this is, I'm inspired by the the Rainbow Fish books about the fish that has all the colorful scales. And he says, no, I don't want to give away my scales. And then the wise old octopus is like, dude, give away your scales if you want people to like you. And then he starts sharing his scales and everyone's happy and it's a happy ending. So I really like that story. That's what inspired me. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to do my best to make him look similar to him or her. I don't know if the rainbow fish is a certain gender or not, but we're going to try. So, sorry if I hit my mic. Let's start out with, we're going to do our background. So I'm going to moisten my sponge with my handy dandy spritzer water. So this is filled with just plain old water. And of course, I get all over the camera again. I did that this morning. I always squirt towards the camera. I need to squirt away from the camera. So let's just, all right. And then once we get that nice and moist, of course I squirted the wrong side. There we go. Nice and squishy and wet. All right. I like to use the rounded bit because I feel like I can like roll and dab a little bit nicer with the round. And we just take our wet sponge and we just slide, just like that. And you can take it and you can test it out on you first. And look at that. So this is going to be under the sea. And we're just going to do like a nice little sponge. I want the white on the bottom because then and I might just decide when I want to do whatever. So you do not have to do the background. I want to do this because I feel like it will add a whole other dimension to a talking fish, which now that I'm saying out loud is already going to be kind of a big deal. So we're just going to be blending this down. I want the dark blue more towards the rim. All right. And we're going to be drawing bubbles later. It's going to be like one of the last things we do. But I don't like right here. So for some reason it's giving me a hard time right there. So you just dab and you press and you get all the hair out of the way. All right, so very under the water, oceany, light from the sky type theme. Boom, done with our split cake. You can put that away now. And our sponge looks kind of pretty. All right, keep talking to myself. All right, so that being said, oh, sorry if you don't like cracked knuckles. My mom used to get so mad at me when I did that. All right, so what we're going to do for the fish today, we're going to use our big brush. We're going to be outlining it in teal. The head part is going to be teal, and then we're going to be going about and we're going to be outlining it in the dark blue. So the base of the fish is going to be this teal. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our paintbrush, just dip it in the water, roll it across your towel so it's wet but it's not drippy. Okay, and you're going to spritz away from the camera your teal. You're going to get it all nice and swirl. Oh. Take your thing and you're just going to swirl in circles because you don't want to damage your brush. You don't want to stab. We're swirling. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys have a favorite book you like, please share it. I was visiting my nieces and nephews and I noticed that they, I wanted them to have like story time, but my grandma, who is watching them. I was having a hard time figuring out how to find videos on YouTube for them. So we spent a good amount of time looking up like fun little stories that had like highlighted as it goes and that kind of thing. And scratch my ear. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes that just feels so good. Okay. Anyways, long story short, I saw this read along and it reminded me of the book, and I was like, oh, that'd be a cute little talking fish. Anywho. So we're going to get started. I'm going to do that. Cool. All right, so we're going to outline the fish. I want to use my lips, and I tend to use the kid's lips as a natural talking thing because the fish is going to be around it. So we're going to go and just go around, just like this. And I want him to be a little rounder, so we're going to drag it down a little bit, like that. And there we go. Done. Just kidding. All right, and you want to fill her in. And we're just going to go up here. Just like that. If I'm not looking at you, it's not because I don't like you. It's because I'm trying to do this in a mirror while facing a camera. I know you guys are all desperate to hear that. Alright, so I don't like how his jaw kind of like shocks jaws, so we're just going to try to round it up a bit. We are going to put bottom fins on him, and we are going to do a top fin. Alright, I'm happy with that. Now, I want his tail to be dark blue or like a different kind of blue, but we're going to outline it in the teal still. Outline and fill in. So I am going to spritz my teal a little bit more because it got a little dry. There we go. And you just spin it and rotate it. And so for the fish, we are going to do just like a curve there, and then we're going to fatten out like a mermaid tail. You see that? And then we're going to try the same, but it's going to get lost in the hair, and that is okay. Kids can use their imaginations. Grab as many as your little hairs that are annoying you out of the way. Okay, and so we're going like that. We're going to fill it in a little bit. So it's like he's sideways, the way you're looking at him. Let me see if the light changes. No? Okay, I think that's good. And I want to fatten up his back a little bit right here. So we're just going to fill that in a little bit. There. At this point, you can keep doing a fish, or if you want, you could turn it into a whale. Alright, so make sure you clean off your brushes, because if you tend to use them again, you don't want to transfer the same color from before. So I cleaned off my brush and put them back in my brush holder. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to take my dark blue, or not my dark blue. Oh, it's okay, Bella. Come here. You're okay. Bella is my little dog. She is having an issue because I think the FedEx guy is coming to pick up a box today. And I think she senses his presence. Like a good guard dog. You're okay. Thank you for protecting me. You're okay. You're okay. You're a good girl. That's a good Bella. Alright. So, we're spritzing our blue and we're swirling. Okay. We're swirling. I wish I had like an under the sea background. That would have been really cool, but I was cleaning out my closet and I found a fleece blanket that I didn't end up using or giving away as a Christmas present, and I kind of like it. It's like the bluey night skies. I'm like, oh, this works really nicely, and so I'm keeping it for a bit. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to outline his face, and then the rest is going to be scales. So I'm going to smile. I want his eyeball to be around her. Okay, so I'm going to go around my laugh lines because I don't want, yeah, I can put his eyeball right here, or I could put it right here above my lip. Oh, you know, I think I like that. I just want to make sure that when I smile, his eye doesn't get lost right here in the crevice. All right, so let's outline our fishy. Ooh, that's a nice little whoosh. All right, so we're going to do the same with the tail. And so I'm going to try not to do the melted California black. For outlining, I'm going to try to stick to blue and white for the highlights and for just the detailing, because I don't want him to be a dark fish. I want him to be a happy fish and light fish and just, you know, overall. So I'm going to take my blue. Now, I'm not really happy. I am happy with the blue, but I want a different idea of blue. So I'm going to take one of my old crusty whites that I keep, this guy. I'm going to spritz him, and I'm going to lighten the blue up a little bit to create a light blue. So we're just swirling. I already had him, the blue. I just want like a duller, there, that's the color I want. Just like a duller blue. You see? Like a sky blue. I'm going to test it out to make sure it's not super runny. All right, I want that for his top fin. And you can do the same color top fin as you did this guy. It just depends on what you want to do, how far you want to go. But we're going to, let me see, checking my reference I drew on my arm. We're going to go like that. And we're coming down. It kind of blends in with the light blue right here, but don't worry, we're going to re-outline it in the dark blue. I just wanted him to have a different color fin, and same with down here. But we're just going to take our brush. No one's really going to look. So if you look, it's kind of getting lost in the other light blue. No worries, it's okay. We're going to go back with our detailed brush, and we're going to outline them. Actually, I might just outline them in this brush. So clean it off, because you want to get all that light blue out, and you're going to bust out your dark blue again. Spritz and wipe and swirl. Spritz and swirl, spritz and swirl. Having the darndest different kinds of tunes pop into my head today. All right, so we are going to go up like this and back and come down. And so with our chins, we're just going to go out. Chins. We have multitudes. All right, that guy just looks like he's hanging out in the back. And then this one, we're going to go like that. And then if you want, you can reconnect this line to draw over them. Just like that. Okay. And I want to add a little bit of a swoosh to indicate that it's the tail. And then I want to outline the head, but I want to outline the head in purple. Yeah. Let's try to be at least complicated as possible. So in the book Rainbow Fish, he's called Rainbow Fish because he has all shades of blues, greens, and purples for his scales. Which I thought was really cool. Let's see. On it around her. There we go. And I don't like how thick it is right there, so no worries. Just take our finger and we wipe. There we go. That's just about perfect. Well, perfect as I like it. All right, so this guy is about dry. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one size smaller, this little guy, and we're going to get it in the purple. So like this story says, he has all different shades of purples, blues, and greens. So we're not doing so much green. We're going to save the green for the seaweed because I kind of want to draw seaweed. We don't have to. Actually, I think I changed my mind. I think I'm just going to do ocean bubbles. So anyways, we're swirling. I try to swirl the sides if you're doing a split cake and you're trying to pull color from them. Like that. And so just like that. And so you got your purple all nice and loaded. Test it on your skin if you're not confident about it. I like that. So we already started this little shindig, so we're just going to add a little bump like that, and we're going to try to fill it in. if you find another brush that works best for you for doing this little detail, awesome sauce, go with it. Let's see. Right. And imagine like there's going to be another one right here, and so I'm going to do another one right here. There, I like that scale better. And so I'm going to leave this purple. I'm going to grab another small brush, and we're going to continue to do whatever pattern we want. I like the dark blue as an outline fixture, so I think I'm done with this row of scales. So I'm just going to get my brush wet, and I'm going to go back with the dark blue, and then we're going to lightly outline this row of scales. So that way we don't lose track and helps keep it a little bit organized. Now, you don't have to do the scales like this. You can just do, so when in the beginning when I did these little cloud look like scale type things, you can just do that all the way throughout. And I could if I wanted, but I don't want to. So we're gonna do that guy there. And I'm gonna fill these in. I think I'm gonna do this guy, this blue. Now I am going to put some gems in here. I got some heart-shaped ones that I think will work really nicely, but I'd like to do the gems and glitter last because not everyone has access to them. And it's totally fine. FYI, you can get them at, or can get them, Dollar Tree. All right, so I'm going to come in like that. And you can keep going just like this. Okay, now I'm going to rinse that off, and the purple brush, I'm going to do one more thing of purple, and then I think I'm going to take that light blue mixture that we made for the top fin and the bottom fins, and I think we're going to fill in just two. So I want another purple guy. Let's put him right here. Like that. I like that. All right, so rinse your brush. Make sure you rinse your brush good. Dry it off. I'm going to dab it a little bit. Make sure that you don't have any drippage happening, or still have some of this blue left. So we're just swirling, we're building it up. And we're just going to put this guy right here. I like, well, that's kind of like a perfect one, but it's, again, you do not have to fill in the scales if you don't want to. I like filling it in. Let's fill this. Let's make him light blue too. This part is completely up to you what you do. Alright, so I think that's it for me filling in the fins. And we are moving on. He looks so cute. I'm going to get our smaller detail brush, and I'm going to get him nice and wet, and we're going to spin it so that way we don't have any drippage. I'm going to spritz our super clean white because I have my dirty white that I use for mixing colors when I want like something instant, and then I always have like a brand new white that I only use for detailing are things like the star earlier for Captain America I did. So I'm just swirling my brush around in the white, and kind of loaded. So what we're going to do is we're essentially going to draw a circle and fill it in like so on him for his eyeball. All right, so if you don't have confidence in this, it's okay. What you can do, I'm not going to do, but you can take the butt of a brush and you can get it wet and you can just stab it. For the sake of this, I think I will show you that, just because I think it's a fun tool to have. So we're going to spritz the white. We're going to actually take our detail brush. And we are going to swoop it up all nice and thick and loaded. And we are just going to brush it on the tip of this brush, or on the end of this brush. Try to make it as round as possible, because sometimes I don't want to, personally, I don't want to stab my paint thing, because I don't want like just a unnecessary bit. So we're getting that guy like that. And I'll show you on my hand first, so always test out if you're not positive about something new. Look, perfect circle. So I'm going to reload this guy by painting on him, and we're going to just stab my cheek. So I'm going to smile, and I think I want it right here. So I'm going to go, perfect. Now we want that to dry, and we're going to go back to our detail brush. I'm going to wipe it off because I got a little obsessive with loading it last time with the big eye. So anyways, you just spin. I don't go in a circle with the detail brush. I just tend to like spin it in my hands, like in between my thumb and forefinger and middle finger, and try to load it up as much as possible without getting it too wet. All right, let's see. So now I want to highlight his fin right here. And a little bit on his tails. And I want to put a line right here on each of his fins down here. And I kind of want to outline his head. And then I want to put a couple of lines to show that he's shiny. You know how to do it for all of them. You can just do it for some. And I'm going to go back now that we did a lot of detail in the fish. The lips I'm going to do last. I want to do them gold. You can do them in yellow because the fish in Rainbow Story, his lips are yellow. But I wanted to do gold because I don't have any silver paint, which I would have used for some shiny scales. But that's why we're using the, we're going to use three of the heart-shaped gems I have. But for the lips, I think we're going to go gold, or you could go yellow. Your choice. This is your fish. I was just inspired by the rainbow fish, so that's why we're going to try this. Okay, so we are going to draw little circles. Just like that. And it's okay if they're a little light in some areas and darker in others. I'm drawing little guys. I'm also just going to drop my brush and do like little dots. And then if you want, you can just drop your brush like that. Just press and press sideways. And you can get like that kind of look. I want this guy to be connected to a bigger bubble. I don't know why, but I felt like it. Do whatever you feel like. You know, too many things in life are controlled and very in the box. And I like this because it's whatever you want it to be. And you could have an actual rainbow fish. I could have taken one of my rainbow split cakes and just like patted it all the way around with a sponge. You could have a purple fish, an orange fish. You can make a goldfish. It's really just what you want to do with your kids, or what you want to do with your, like, to yourself. I'm gonna do that, and you can leave it open like that. I think it's kind of cool and whimsical. Draw a little one, and then we're just going to draw a couple of dots for like distant tiny bubbles. Sorry, one-liners for songs. Okay, so remember how we just loaded up the eye? The eye is still, I could fill her in. Let's fill this eye in. I'm going to load up the white again. I'm going to get really close to you so you can see what I mean. See how it's not white, and I want it to be a really white eye. So we are just outlining it. Not outlining, we're filling it in with white. Okay, and I kind of want to put that right there because when I smile, it's not my, it is a dimple, but it's there. And I'm getting carried away again. All right. So we're gonna take our detail brush. I haven't used black once. Yes! I haven't used black! But that's about to end because I want to do his pupil. I mean, I could... never mind. We're gonna stick. I don't want to use any black this episode, or this video, so bad. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a blue gem for the eyeball. Now you don't have to use, you can just paint a black dot. I just did it so it's still wet. Dang it, got too excited. All right, this guy is dry for the most part. So I want to show you my hearts I got. I have a teal, and I have like a light purple, and I have blue. Okay, we're only going to use one of each color because I don't want it to get too crazy. I said I was going to do this at the end, didn't I? I got too happy. All right, so I want to put this blue one right here. So I'm going to put the sharp point of it right there. And I'm putting them like a sideways heart. I'm not putting them as like regular hearts because I feel like if you look, the point kind of looks like a scale. So I want to put this purple right here near the underbelly. And then I want to take the dark blue and I want to put him right here by where the shiny line is. Oh, look at our pretty scales on our fish. And if you want, you can load them up as many of these as you want. But I figured 3 was enough. I'm trying to be conservative. That doesn't always work for me. We'll let the gem settle before I do the eye, because the eye is still wet. And then me. You're gonna hear me moaning about that. I'm really excited. Look at how shiny they are. Wait until we get the glitter on this guy. All right, so we're gonna get one of the brush we used earlier for the blue because I'm just in love with it. All right, and we're going to do the lip. So here's our gold. Now gold, it's very temperamental. You gotta load up your brush, but you don't want it to be drippy. So I'm just spinning along the edges, just like that. And always test that on yourself. It always tends to be a little bit more transparent right there. I think we're good. But because I wasted it all by testing on myself, and now I'm gonna have to re-soak up everything. No. That's just me. All right, so we're gonna try to follow his, where I started his head, and we're just gonna go back, just like that. Oh, lips are so ticklish. Try to follow your natural, or the kid's, lip line. Oh, look how cute that is. If you want, you could totally outline it in the dark blue. I just don't want to. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying so hard to not do that there. All right, so then we're gonna take our blue eye, and we're gonna get really close. We're gonna go boop. Okay, so here it is. We only have 4 gems. Yes, that's a record for me. Just kidding. I only put 1 on when I did the pumpkin. Oh well. So we have our pretty shiny rainbow scales that catch the light and be rainbowy. I didn't use black. I used a blue eye, and you can move that anywhere you want on your face. We have our magical bubbles, and I think that we're done other than glitter. I'm going to use my purple glitter because I didn't use a whole lot of purple on here. So we're going to activate the paint by spraying it with water. And don't drown yourself, don't drown the kids. You just want to know that it's wet, because once it's wet, the glitter will stick. All right, so I'm a little too wet, but it's okay. Close your eyes and spritz the poofer. Poof, poof. Ready? None came out. Maybe I didn't poof hard enough. Ready? Ah, that's poof. All right. It might be hard for you to see. You know what that means? More glitter. All right. Glitter. All right. Ooh, okay. I can kind of see it now. Oh, yeah. You'll see it more in the photos. But, ooh, that's scary. Let's try this. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob Square. Sorry. I need more adult conversations. But I hope you like our happy talking rainbow fish. Look, he's so happy. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're done here. You all have a great afternoon. I will see you guys on Friday morning. I will release what I'm going to do. If you guys have any requests, let me know. I think I already have what I'm going to do. But if you want to leave a request for what you'd like to see in the future, let me know. And I'm super excited that you joined me today. Oh, I sounded like, what's his name? Mr. Rogers. Hey, I ain't mad at that. He was cool. A man ahead of his time. But that being said, thank you for joining me. And I hope your kids like this. If they're a fan of the book, if they have any other book characters they would like to have me paint up or try to paint up to the best of my abilities, I would be more than happy to. And this fish, I made it way more complicated than it needed to be. And if you want, you could have just done them all orange with a little bit of red to do the scales. It's really anything that you have available, anything you want to use. So with that, I hope everyone's home. I hope everyone's staying safe. I hope everyone has everything that they need. And I hope the kids enjoyed this, and I hope you did too. Oh, another sitcom. I am no bueno. All right, I gotta go. Bye. Bye, guys. See ya.